Hey, what's up, guys? Mike here, owns pressure washing. It was a rainy day today. I only had one little job today. Got done super early, and I'm happy to announce that I am back in the gym. It feels so good. It feels so good to be back in the gym. So this week is the first week that I'm starting my gym routine back. When I say routine, I mean I try to go 5-6 times a week. I know that's not realistic anymore. That's how it used to be back when I worked a regular job, and and I say that not because I do work. I'm more focused on my business. I don't work as much, but it depends what you consider work in this type of business. When we're sitting at home on Facebook in the groups, I know it sounds crazy, but that's a little bit of work. If you're advertising your business on your business page, or if you're looking up how techniques to do cleaning certain ways, or on YouTube. I mean, you can't do that forever. There comes a point where you got to go out and do it, and you got to learn from all different avenues. But I'm getting off topic. But anyway, so it feels good to be back in the gym. I used to go every day. I'm a big gym workout kind of guy. Not making an excuse, but with the quarantine, when that happened, the gym shut down, and I just couldn't find the motivation to work out at home. Plus I'm busy with the business in a good way, though. I enjoy being spending time on business. I'm like some of you guys probably know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so the topic is pricing. And me personally, I don't like to discuss if I make, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up to a couple thousand in one day, I'll tell somebody that. But like how I come up with my formula and what I actually plug into that formula, I don't like discussing, like a roof cleaning formula would be, square footage times the roof pitch. So if it's a 12 roof pitch, you're multiplying that by like 1.6. I have a chart that, or if it's a 212 roof, I'm going to multiply it by like 1.1. So but I'm going to take that square footage, times it by that, then times it by the amount of money per square foot that I want to make. And that's something I don't like to just give out. But what I want to get on is, when you guys are pricing your jobs out, you're going to be in an area, and there's going to be competitors in your area. Now, I'm not recommending to call your competitors and ask them what they charge exactly. Believe it or not, I consider some competitors in my area friends, and we help each other out. And when I originally first started, I was so intimidated by these competitors that when I was even driving out and about and I'd see them, I almost thought like I felt anxiety. Like, I don't know about that. I had a call. But anyway, that's probably my own stuff. But sorry, I distracted. People become my friends. They help me out. We kind of pull each other up and help each other figure out. I'm not so going into giving these estimates out. We know what the market rate is, okay? You don't want to be the cheapest guy, and you don't want to be the absolute most expensive pressure washer, but you can be. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. I do good work. When I go to a job and I'm washing a house or roof, it's not in my nature to leave crap behind. Hold on one second. right, sorry about that. I had to message somebody back. But so anyway, you know, I had this fear when I started that I couldn't charge. You know, I couldn't be the most expensive. I didn't want to be. I was, you know, I'll do anything for anything. Like, yeah, I'll do your house wash for $99, and it's just, you know, you get worried and you feel like you have to take these jobs, and these people are asking you to lower price. And you get. I think we're good now, hopefully. But like I said, it was two houses right next door to each other, and I gave them a price to wash the whole house, both driveways, both. Sorry about that, guys. My phone keeps stopping, and then I say, ready to connect, try again, or end stream. Maybe I was just in a dead zone. I don't know. I want to say I think we're good, but I don't want to jinx it. So I'm gonna give it a few seconds and continue where I left off. But, you know, I think this is good information, and I think you guys can get something out of it. But anyway, so with this story, I had two house washes next door to each other, okay? Driveways, back patios, and this is the only time it happened. I gave him a price, okay? And he responded back with, wow, the last guy did it for more than double the amount less. You know, you're charging more than double what this last guy charged last year. And then the first thing you want to say is you want to hit him with that zinger, like, bro, then call him, you know, call that dude up if he's still got a job. And you know, we all, it's like, sorry, man, this keeps, but anyway, it's a pet peeve. When the customers do that, you want to kind of get snarky with them, and you want to tell them, yo, I ain't got time for this stuff. But you can't do that. You got to be professional. So I responded with, yeah, somewhere along these lines, yes, I understand I am not the cheapest person around. However, we make sure we do a professional job cleaning your home, along with protecting your property, taping up electrical outlets, light fixtures, doorknobs, keyholes, you get it, all that kind of stuff. And we make sure we get all the stuff down, and I don't leave until I make sure it's happy. So I got to charge a certain price, or else I'm going to lose money. And it's not about being greedy. It's the fact that if I want to keep doing this forever, because I love doing this type of work, if I want to keep doing it, I have to consider what I'm charging. If I don't charge enough, I'm going to end up screwing myself in the long run, and I'm not going to be able to do this any longer. So you got to remember that. And when you start getting busy, you'll notice you get overwhelmed. And when you're cutting prices and cutting deals, you're filling up your schedule for a month or 2 months out, but you're not charging enough. It makes no sense. You're running around doing 100 jobs when you can do a fraction of them jobs and make the same money if you charge correctly. So I'm more on the end of doing a premium service, making sure I do it correctly, and then charge accordingly. You know, I think I had this insecurity that, like, you know, I didn't go to college, I didn't do well in school. I mean, I did well in things that I enjoyed. That's one thing I knew about. Like, if I enjoyed it or I thought it was interesting, I excelled in it. Kind of like pressure washing and soft washing and roof cleaning. I enjoy it. It fascinates me. So I put all my all into it, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. That's how it was in high school, in grade school, and, you know, I'd goof off a lot. I got into a lot of trouble, but if I was interested in something, I got really good at it. And you know, I ended up going down the wrong path and just getting involved in stuff I shouldn't have been getting involved with. So I worked all kinds dead-end jobs, making nothing, just getting enough money to, like, just get by, and living in like crap places. Sometimes I went without having anywhere to live. I had to stay in my car for a little bit. And, I just never thought I could amount to something that could charge a premium for a premium, product or service. And it's an insecurity I had. So now, after learning that I do a good job and getting enough customers under my belt for the last 3 seasons, this is my 3rd season, that I do good work, and people do call me back, and people do leave me good reviews. It's because I have a lot I offer, and I'm okay. I charge a price, and I don't feel insecure anymore. It pretty much is. That's what it costs. You know what I'm saying? And you have your people that you charge them, if you do a roof cleaning, gutter cleaning, house wash, the whole 9, the whole package, and you're getting $2,500, right? I had a situation like that, 2 situations like that. One lady handed me all the money in full, plus a tip, and smiled and said, "Thank you so much. You did such an awesome job, yada, yada, yada." And yet I have the same situation with a different customer, and they pay me, but they don't say thank you. They're nitpicking. They're saying, why is this like this? And they're just, for some reason, some people, I guess, don't care about the service you're offering, so they don't want to pay, and they don't appreciate what you do. So, man, the gym's got me all motivated. I love it. But then you have your customer or your prospects that you send these bids to, and they say, "Whoa, you're way too high." That's okay, because there might be more of them than people who are willing to pay and respect what you do. Just like you could have a millionaire, and he could literally drop $100,000 on a Rolex, all right, but then shops at Walmart for his clothes. So it's just he doesn't care about the clothes, I mean, I'm sure there's really rich people out there like that, and when it comes to clothes, they're not going to pay that top premium price. And that's how it is when you have people who, they might be a do-it-yourself type person, where they do their painting and cleaning and all that kind of stuff, and they don't want to pay premium price. They rather grab the guy on Craigslist with the ad saying, "I'll work for $15 an hour, pressure wash and master," or whatever, the red tip bandit. But that's just how it's their mindset. It's all a mental thing, just like it is for us. The only thing that's stopping us from making what we need to make or want to make to support why we do this is ourselves. Yes, there's customers that are going to say no, but there's customers that are going to say yes, and you just got to market them and find out where they are. It's not, it's not easy. You got to work at it. You got to target your areas, and you got to build a rapport. And it's just like anything. If you don't put the effort in, it's not going to work. So you got to put the effort in on the front end, so that on the back end, just like with employees and all that, as you get employees, every time they make a mistake, you can't flip out on them and fire them. Yes, there's things they can do that you gotta, like I had a guy that was helping me before Trevor, and actually Trevor was working with me too, with him, but I smelled alcohol on his breath every day. And listen, it is what it is, but I don't want that. I don't want, God forbid, something happened or something happened to him, or or a customer comes out and talks to him and smells alcohol. They'll never call us again. So you just gotta make sure that you train your employees, because if they make a mistake, something that's not too bad, that you got to teach them. It's up to you to teach them, or else they're not going to get it. But I just wanted to touch base with you guys about the pricing, because a lot of people have been asking me, how much should I charge this? How much should I charge that? There's no way I can answer your question. You have to know where your area is and what the going rate is, and call competitors, befriend competitors in your area, and just for future references to give jobs to if you can't do it, or they'll give you jobs. Trust me, it works out. And I'm in such a saturated market, and I'm pretty good friends with some of these competitors down here, and they're big companies. They're not like, they're bigger than me. I'm not saying I'm big, but I'm saying these are companies that have been established for, one guy's been in business for like 5 years, and the other guy's been in business for like almost 10, I think. I have a couple of them, but they're very well established people, and I can ask them a question and they'll honestly answer me. Like, I went to an estimate yesterday for a job, and I was talking to the customer or the prospect, and he mentioned the company of my buddy. So, right afterwards, I messaged my buddy and, just told him, hey man, I'm out here doing that. So frustrated. I know it probably is for you guys too, but it is what it is. But yeah, so I appreciate you guys watching. If you are watching, give the video a like, a thumbs up, help support the channel. I appreciate all you guys that have been supporting me so far. We keep growing and growing, and remember, when it comes to pricing, you gotta do some research. You gotta figure out what's the going rate in your area, and don't sell yourself short. You don't need to be the cheapest guy, and if you want to be the most expensive, that's fine. I really believe that you could double your prices if you sell yourself and you do good work. It's just the way it is. It's like, you got your expensive steakhouses and you got your cheap steakhouses. Everybody's heard that, scenario, and it's just the way it is. You just got to, get that out of your mentality that you're not good enough. And I don't know. I used to get it, and I still do get it sometimes, the fear and feeling like you're not good enough, etc., etc. But yeah, anyway, let me see what you guys are up to. Hold on, let me stop here for a second. But yeah, and in my experience, when I come down in price, and I'm talking even, on a job that's, over $1,000 or whatever, and they ask to come down even $50, I noticed, maybe not all the time, but I noticed those are the same ones that are going to give you such a hard time about the job you did, and they're not going to appreciate what you're doing. If they're asking for a cheaper price, they're not going to appreciate what you do. I don't know, there's situation in times where people might ask for a deal because they're getting this and this and this done. That's different. But if you give somebody a flat price for one job and they try to cut your throat, they're going to cut your throat throughout the whole job. It's the way it is, more times than not anyway. So, stick to your guns, do your research, find out what the going rate of most of your stuff is, and you'll be okay. Of course you're gonna have some losses you're gonna have to take. You're gonna have to do the blood, sweat, and tears. But as you go, your freakouts in your mind are gonna, you're still gonna have them, but they're not gonna be as catastrophic. Like, I don't know, if you make a simple mistake, take paint off a gutter, or burn some plants, or spill a bucket of bleach all over a Japanese maple or whatever, you're gonna have a heart attack. But as you keep going and going in business, you're gonna realize, hey, that ain't such a big deal. I didn't kill nobody. And that's just in life too, not even just with this. All right, what's up Rick? What's up, Mikey Bags? What's your go-to tiger striping on gutters? I use gutter grenade. It's great. What are you mixing it to, Rick? And what's the temperature? What up, Mikey? Power MTH? I've been getting burned of gutters. They don't want to pay for them, damn it. Hell, 2 people wanted to withhold money till I detailed them. What, a gutter brightening job, Mikey? Felt the same way. I started offering bundles, using pictures to build value, as in black streaks not being covered in the house wash, and I started to get yes to the add-on increase per ticket. Yup, true that, Jason. I show up and asked him the second time before I started with this house if he wanted gutters done, and told him I'd have to use chems. He said, nah, just spray them. Then comes out and says, yeah, they look like shit. Yep, people are gonna be like that, man. That's why, you know, when you go into jobs, you gotta really, I mean, with experience it comes, you know, but you gotta really, honestly, it's like you gotta mess up to learn, really. Not all the time, but a lot of the times. Like, you gotta set their expectations. Like, I went on a window cleaning job, and they asked me, hey, I need the windows clean on this 2-story home. I went and did it. However, on the side of the windows, there was like they're not shutters, but on stucco homes there's like a border around the window, and it's usually raised a little bit off the stucco. It looks kind of like shutters would, but they don't move, they're just there. It's like a little pattern around windows and doorways. Those were dirty, right? So I go to do the window cleaning, and the glass was spotless. I made it look really good. And I remember, because I took like really good time. I don't do many just window cleaning jobs, so I remember specifically I wanted to make sure it was perfect. And then I get a call or a text with pictures showing the borders, and said, hey, you know, what's up with this? I'm not happy. And it's like, you asked to have your windows clean, not the borders around your windows. So what I'm saying is, when you do an estimate, like you said, you told the customer, hey, I'm doing the house wash, but I'm going to be just cleaning the gutters. Those black tiger stripes are oxidation. That's not going to come out in your normal house wash. I don't know the depth you went into, but I'll tell the customer, hey, listen, we're going to clean the dirt up off your gutters. However, there's oxidation issues going on where there's leaving streaks, you know, it's like some kind of magnetic film that sticks, you know, and messes up your gutters and leaves the streaks, and that's a whole different process. You know, it's such and such money added on. If you're interested, let me know. Boom, you get that this way, when they come out, you know, and they say, hey, why does my gutters look like that, they're not gonna ask that, because they know. You know what I'm saying? So always gotta set expectations. I hate doing gutters, but what makes the winter bearable? Yeah, man, it's money in your pocket. You received your first 4 gallon per minute. What's up, Ryan? Listen, COVID-19, Ryan, was a whole different ball game. I'll tell you straight up, I did do some deals and stuff like that. I did, you know, mainly it was like 2 weeks where it got really slow, to the point where I did like 1, maybe 2 jobs for a week or 2, like each week. So I think I did like 3 or 4 jobs in a 2-week period when that all was going on. And I remember one of them was like literally a $99 job, and I normally wouldn't do that, but you know, the phone wasn't ringing. So basically, I wouldn't say I lowered my price, but what I did was I went and did a job for a small job that I normally wouldn't have done for less. You know what I'm saying? But as you get busier and the phone rings, you know, you can't wear yourself out running around to everywhere, and you gotta price accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to work for 3 days and make $100,000 a year, or would you rather work, like, run 10 trucks, running non-stop, taking customers' calls, blah blah blah, and only making $200,000-300,000 out of like the million or whatever you're making, you know, total throughout that year? I don't know what the exact numbers are, but I'd rather do like 4 or 5 days of work, 1 or 2 trucks, you know, and maybe make a little less money, but have less stress. You know what I'm saying? And then just then duplicate that. You know what I'm saying? So once you get it set up, then you get a guy to pretty much be you, and then you do it on another truck. So I think first things first, before you start putting more trucks on the road, I think you got to perfect the truck, the one truck that you're running. And you know, it's tricky, you know, there's a balance, you know, and I'm just not quite there yet in my business, to the point, you know, I'm only a one rig person. So, you know, I have one guy that works all the time with me, and then I have another guy that works sometimes with me. So I'm just not at that capacity yet, but I like the way the things are going with me, because now I can start getting off the truck and planning another truck, but not, you know, not getting it, but planning it. And then, you know, I try to stay booked out like a week or two. I don't need to be booked out a month or two. I don't know how people do that. It would give me a lot of anxiety. I know, like I said, I'm just not there yet, but I like where I'm at and being booked out like a week or two. That's what I like, because you can, you know, you're valuable. Your work, you know, you price accordingly. You know, you don't want to be booked out 2 months and making nothing. It just doesn't make sense to me. What's up, Ryan? What's up, All Works? What's up, man? Yeah, Mike, that's a good idea, man. Like you're saying, pretty much like separate it like roof cleaning. Like, listen, roof cleaning's roof cleaning, gutter cleaning's gutter cleaning. House wash is everything under the gutter. That makes sense. What up, Midstream? How's it going? Hey guys, if you're watching, give the video a like. Anybody else got any other questions? Just a quick recap. Like I said, get to know the competitors in your area. It's the best thing I ever did. You know, honestly, some of these guys are really good friends of mine now, you know. In the sense that if I needed something, I feel like I could reach out to them and they would help. Actually, they've helped me and I've helped them already. So it's like, you know, but not only that, but you guys can kind of get an idea of where the pricing is, and if you're getting started, you know what to charge and yada, yada, yada. But you definitely don't want to be the cheapest guy. If you want to do good work, you got to charge accordingly, especially if you're, you know, protecting the property and everything like that. But that's just the way it is. You gotta do your research. You know, I can't, you know, I get so many messages asking how to price this and that, and you know, I can point you in the right direction. I have videos on here with the formulas I use and how I get the measurement, and then how I multiply it by the roof pitch, and then you just gotta enter your X in. You gotta times it by your whatever your price per square foot is. And as you go, like, and then you got the pain in the ass factor. If it's a roof with no gutters and, you know, $20,000 worth of landscape, you know, the price has got to go up, because you got to spend more time prepping, covering plants, rinsing plants, pre-soaking plants, redirecting, you know, the runoff, all kinds of stuff. But, you know, you guys understand that. It's called the PETA factor. Let's see here. What's up, Jason? Yeah, that's right, man. Time is money, baby. And I don't know. I just want to train my guys that I have now to the point where we're in such a good, like, they're so happy, they do great work. um I'm setting, I'm putting together like a complete system of, I already have a system together that some of you guys have, but I'm also right now in the process of working on, like a kind of like a bonus program. And not even so much on the sales end, it's just how they are, like if they get a review with their name in it, like, so that means that'll force them to go, after the job's done, go up to the customer and say, hey, we're all done, come do a walk around with us. Listen, if there's anything else you need, let me know. If you're happy, can you please go on and leave us a review? My name's so-and-so, and I get credit if my name shows up in a review. My boss likes that, and boom, then you give them a bonus. You get a company review, their name's in the review, and they get a bonus. I mean, that's like one of the things I've been thinking about. And I just think that, like, you give them, I don't know. Or another one I don't want to give them all away, but here's another one. If you have two guys on a truck and you tell them, hey, listen, if you guys each take before and after pictures, and I mean good quality ones where like they look like the same exact picture but just different times of the day, and the shadowing's right, and the angle's right. If you guys take before and after pictures, whoever has the best before and after picture gets 10% of that job. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. And then they'll be working extra hard to get that review, making sure the customer's satisfied, because they get like $50 or whatever, right? If they get their review, a positive review with their name mentioned in it, they get $50. And then if they send me their before and after pictures, and whoever has the best one gets like, some money. You know what I mean? So that means they're going to be working extra hard and extra well to make sure they get that bonus of getting their name in the review. And then they're also going to do a good job getting a before and after and making sure they clean things correctly to get this awesome after. So I just think that's a great, and it will make it fun, competitive, and I don't know, it'll force them to just care more. So that's the kind of stuff I'm putting together. But if you're enjoying this video, guys, give it a thumbs up. I'm gonna get rolling. Let me check these comments real quick. You're welcome, Ryan. Hey, thanks, bro. I appreciate that compliment, man. That means a lot. And I try to help out when I can. I know sometimes I get busy and I can't respond to everybody right away. So I appreciate that comment, Ryan. Thank you very much. Where are you explaining and disclosing what result you expect versus them needing new gutters? I think LA is magically supposed to undo 25 years of neglect. I know recently, Mike, I just got the customer factor. So I just put a bid in for a big like preschool, I think it was. I didn't get the job yet, but I have my follow-ups going out. But it was a gutter cleaning job, and I was able to itemize it where they just check the boxes that they want. So I did a gutter clean out. All right, so that means pulling the leaves out, etc., etc. And then I put gutter cleaning, and I put like the face of the gutter gets washed, rinsed off, and does not remove oxidation. Then I put something, I think it was oxidation or gutter oxidation removal, and then I put special chemicals or applied to remove the oxidation striping on your gutter. And then I didn't put this, but now that you bring that up, you could put something like, after plenty of years of neglect on gutters can be sometimes unable to be cleaned up 100%. We will do the best we can, yada yada yada. But usually when I use gutter grenade, that cleans it right up, like, because it literally takes some of the paint off. I haven't had a situation like if I use house wash mix, sometimes I can't get that stuff off. All right, we all know about that. Sometimes they brighten right up and they look great. So I tell them that's the cleaning, and then the gutter oxidation removal is when I use the special chemical. And ever since I've been using, if I use LA Awesome sometimes, but mostly Gutter Grenade, it pulls that stuff off and it looks great. I haven't had a problem when after using a chemical, an extra chemical like those two, that it didn't work. So I think that hopefully that answers your question, man. Oh, you're welcome, Mike. Thank you for that, man. You're welcome. James, what's up, bud? The most common ingredient in surfactant is I think it's called, Google this, it's called lomine. I'm trying to think of the, all right, so I read this thing, and I know Lori Smith, she's great, but I never asked her this, but she has this amazing surfactant that I haven't tried yet. It's called Slow-Mo, and I think there's two chemicals, and one begins with an LO and the other one begins with an MO, and I'll have to look it up, but it's some kind of low, I don't know if maybe somebody on here can help out. I can't Google it right now because I'm on my phone doing this, but maybe a little later I'll go back and comment it. But it's called like, man, I can't think of it. Yeah, Mike, listen, man, don't beat yourself up, bro. I've been there, but that's how you learn, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll never go do a gutter brightening job or gutter oxidation removal job without telling them you could either choose, $200, we just clean the gutter, clean out inside the gutter, clean out and the face, or you can do the tiger stripe process where we actually remove the oxidation and get to that layer, get that crap layer of grime and magnetic filth off and the oxidation off. But that's going to be $375. So explain it to them like that, and then if they do pay for that ultimate service of you're using the Gutter Grenade or LA Awesome and you can't get them clean, then you might have to just say, hey, listen, we did the best we could, and if they're super upset, just give them their money back. I know it sounds crazy, but sometimes you gotta take an L, you know what I mean? But I don't see it really happening. Obviously, if it was to happen, the gutters would be super bad and probably like broken and stuff like that. So I would think more times than not, they're gonna be satisfied with that Gutter Grenade. Because it amazes me every time. What's up, Rusty? I'm about to roll out, man. But yeah, James, listen, I'll comment later, man, what that is. It's like, I know I probably sound stupid, but it's like something that begins with an LO mixed with something that begins with an MO, and I can't think of the name. I'm trying to think. It'll come to me later. I'll comment it in the chat, bud, all right? But anyway, guys, if you're watching, give this video a like, a thumbs up. I appreciate all the support you guys been giving me. I feel so much better mentally, like that I'm back in the gym. It gives me like a boost. I know that doesn't make sense, like, because it takes more time and energy to do it, but I'm feeling good. I get a lot of that stress, that worrying, that anxiety that we all go through, and it helps it. So anyway, I'll chat with you guys later. And I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. We got a lot of content rolling out. I've been trying to do a couple videos a week, and I got a lot of big things in store this year with all the crap things that are going on outside in the world. I don't know. We got a lot of big things happening. So Take care, guys. Checking these comments one more time. I got nothing. Rusty, take care, bud. See you, Mike. Take care, everybody watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I'll talk to you later.